Hi, I'm Charles,
I'm Anna.
and we're here to talk about tea today.
I love tea. Tea's my favorite.
It is her favorite. As you can see here, we have an assortment of teas. Which one do you want to talk about, Anna?
I want to talk about this one
What is that one?
again. This is jasmine white tea.
What do you like about that tea?
The jasmine flavor. I love flower flavors. I love jasmine and rose and violet. Hibiscus sometimes if they do it right. But I love black tea. Black tea is my favorite. I'd rather have black tea than white tea. Or even green tea. But if I have a flower flavor, I want it to be jasmine.
So that brings us to a good point. Some teas come from tea leaves. Some teas are herbal teas, so they're an infusion of an herb that you would grow in your garden, like chamomile or rosemary or lavender.
Which technically is not a tea, but...
It technically is not a tea.
Yeah, but that's okay.
So the tea that Anna just picked out, which is a white tea, comes from white tea leaves. And they come from a tea bush or a tea tree. And this one here is a green tea. This comes from a green tea plant.
But that's all black tea. I mean, it's all the same tea. Like green tea is just not oxidized like black tea is. It's not fermented.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So there's different variations. Green tea, of course, people get that pick-me-up. And it's not necessarily the caffeine that's in it, but tannins. There's also a reputation around green tea for being able to increase your lifespan. And antioxidants, polyphenols, and L-theanine, which gives you that kind of calm alpha brainwave state.
Mm-hmm.
What other teas do we got here, Anna?
What other teas do we got? Well, I liked that. Hoshi Wu.
Yeah. So this is... What does it smell like?
It smells like butterscotch.
This is a nice tea. Hoshi Wu, traditionally prepared, does not taste good at all, actually. This is a raw, extracted version of this particular herb. And it's a root, I believe. And this has benefits like giving you more energy, more battery life in your body, and it's a term called Jing in the Taoist tonic herbalism tradition. And that's around your adrenal kidney complex in the small of your back. And this tastes really good. I like it. I like to just combine it straight up as like a powder. But you can put it in water that's not even warm, and it'll turn into a tea.
And he's put that in concoctions for me too, with all kinds of other stuff.
How did you feel when you had that in your concoctions?
I felt good.
You heard it from her. She felt good.
I felt good.
So why don't we get to the tea that we're actually going to brew today. And this is an herbal tea. And maybe we can even call it a super herbal tea.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe not.
I think so,
I
actually.
was stuck.
Yeah, you're a little too quick on that one. So this is Ron Tea Garden's Spring Dragon Tea, the healthiest tea on earth. You know, that's their marketing, but I would agree that based off the research they've done on the individual super herbs in this tea, that it's a remarkable tea and it has some pretty attractive benefits. Anyways, this is the one that we're going to be brewing, and we'll see you in a few moments.
And it says you can use the tea bag over and over again.
Up to 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, see you in a few moments. Alright, so we're back.
We are.
And you look like you're ready for some Spring Dragon tea.
I am. I'm
Yeah.
ready for any kind of dragon. Spring dragon, winter dragon, any kind of dragon.
Well, I know you're excited about this particular tea because it's so good for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love things that are good for me. They usually taste great.
And this is no exception.
This does, actually.
So I boiled some water, and then I put it into the teapot, like you would. And in this case, I didn't boil the water that hot. I didn't just wait till it came to a rolling boil. Are you interested in why?
Them or me?
You.
I am, but I also have something to say about that when you're done. So go ahead.
All right. So we have tea here ready to drink. And again, this is Ron Tea Gardens Dragon Herbs Spring Dragon Tea. And Dragon Herbs is the name of the brand. And I drink this every now and again. And it's Gynostemma leaves, which is a super herb. And they're infused with a syrup of various super herbs like goji berries, Siberian ginseng, or eleuthero root, which is another name for Siberian ginseng, and I believe astragalus. And so that makes it a more potent tea, so you get more of the benefits from the super herbs. So like the eleuthero is somewhat stimulating, so it gives you more energy and alertness. You're smiling. What's on your mind?
Not now.
All right, I'm sure our viewers are curious.
Yes. Oh, well.
So, adaptability and longevity. So you get an increased ability to cope with stress. That's one thing I like about this tea.
I need this whole pot then.
So how about I serve you some tea?
Okay. You're going to talk about the water temperature.
So the water temperature, I make sure it doesn't go over 170. And this one I did to about 150, between 150 degrees Fahrenheit and 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that way, the water it's less toxic to your system. Now, if you drink boiled water every day, you'll be fine, but it's less of a stressor on your system. So with some of the science behind it is when you boil water above 170 degrees Fahrenheit, it causes an immune reaction. So your body actually produces white blood cells. Now in this case, if it's boiled under 170 degrees, you don't have that reaction. So in this, it's more a soothing experience. It doesn't stimulate your body. It doesn't put it on alert. And it's not necessarily a terrible thing, but in this case, kind of in an alliance with the calmness and the relaxation that you would like to have with a cup of tea, it just adds more to that experience.
But there's also a problem, I don't know necessarily in this tea, if you don't get the water hot enough, it won't kill very common bacteria found in tea leaves that can make you really sick. That's why making sun tea, you've heard of sun tea, is not a good idea, because the sun will not get the water hot enough to kill all those organisms that are just naturally found in tea leaves and can get you very ill. So that's the other side of the coin. So y'all can make your own decisions about how hot you get your water.
Well, if you eat meat and you get the internal temperature to 130 degrees, and you're willing to do that, then you're probably willing to have this, because there's probably more bacteria in meat.
Probably. Some same kinds, they're like, it's something to do with the cold, like, it's gross. Let's just leave it at that. But yes, I think it may be worth the risk, especially with this tea.
So let's enjoy some Spring Dragon tea.
Thank you. Cheers. You get burned up.
It's not that hot, remember?
That's right. Oh my god, I can taste the bacteria. It's good. It's kind of, it's really light. There's a little bit of perfume in it, which I really like.
So check me out at lifefirevibrance.com. Also, I'm on Facebook at facebook.com/lifefirevibrance and LinkedIn.
Hello.
So thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.
Bye.